Why are you up?
Because I got some important shit going on here. What do you think?
Boom, the well pass.
When was the last time you did?
I don't know. Don't like heterosexuality. I don't know. Delaware, what up?
What's good?
Good. We good. We up. What's up? What you think?
I saw that interview, not live because it was pre-recorded, but I saw it when they released it. And
Well, when it premiered is what I meant.
yeah, when it premiered.
Yeah.
I didn't really take it as him being a hater. That's an interesting take. Look at it from an angle. I just took it as Piers Morgan just showed himself to be a complete tool. He's just a complete puppet of whatever the agenda is out there. Because obviously, like you said, I didn't know he was more Google than porn. That's insane. But Jesus, I mean, being more popular than pussy, that's saying a lot.
Yeah,
but
the most Googled person in the world in all of 2023.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's hard to take what Piers Morgan says seriously now because it's obvious that you are willing to not take an objective view as a supposed journalist. I don't know why you wouldn't do that. So I think he thinks, and this shows how out of touch mainstream media is. He thinks about going at him like that is going to make Tate look bad. No, bro, it makes you look bad.
Right.
It's only going to help Tate. And it's regardless of what you think about him, because even if you're on the fence about him, it makes you look at it like, okay, why is he going to him like that? Because everybody with a half a brain reads that tweet the same way. It's like, I don't know how that makes him a misogynist. That's saying, I want my woman to live in a lap of luxury. Okay. Exactly. what woman alive is not going to take that? But that kind of tactic backfires. He'd have been much more served just by just having a regular conversation with him and getting trying to see how his mind works. But I don't know what he thought he was going to gain by that.
I agree wholeheartedly. Yeah. Now, I mean, shout out to Alexis from Texas. What's going on, love? First time I have you. I appreciate you.
No problem.
To your point, it does. I agree with you 100%. I think it shows that they not only they're not aware of how even 8 years ago it switched from mainstream media to we started to look at alternative media. I think even with InfoWars and stuff like that was even popular back then. We've been stopped looking at them, so we know how to engage and have conversations and deal with information and new information much and in so many varying ways, from the hit piece type of rhetoric that happens in mainstream media. To your point, is like that proves the point. It proves the machine. It proves the matrix. When you're trying to take that angle, then you compound it by not making any sense. You're not making a point.
Exactly.
You just asserting the rhetoric.
I could even see halfway if he came at him about how he started his business, that whole Camgirl stuff. Mm-hmm. That would at least be halfway of a logical attack. But this coming from that's the tweet? Really?
Yeah. I didn't even know you could tweet that much. I'm not even on to it. I didn't know you could write that much stuff. And you're trying to you think because you make faces while you say it that makes it bad? No, nigga. She's saying the chick don't gotta work. She don't want to work. She can live in luxury.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad. Cut you off.
Then you're talking as if what you're saying sassily is going to stop her from being a mother. I think if she does that, she's going to be a mother faster.
She's not going
to flow. You know what I'm saying?
All he did was give Andrew Tate 1 million more females that like him. That's all he did.
That's what he said. He said that. He said, "Tell that to the chicks that was inboxing me after I posted it." You know what I'm saying? What's your take, Alexis? Appreciate you for coming up on the panel.
No problem. Glad to be here. I don't know if you said it earlier, but it does seem like Piers is a plant at sometimes, because think about it. He gives pushback back and forth. So I think that's just his thing. He likes to. I can never tell with him what's his exact stance on anything, because it's just like he just wants to. It seems like he just wants to play devil advocate to whoever, because in the same sense he'll say all this stuff to push back to Andrew Tate, but then I've seen shows where he's actually putting out there a lot of the points that Andrew made.
Right.
So it's like, if you just want to, if you're just that type of person as far as in this industry, because there are some people that, what's his name, Chaotic Truth, and other, there's other creators like that, to where that it's almost like a character. And they admit it, like, hey, this is just what I'm doing. I have a respect for that. I can see you more as a reliable person, being that you'll state it like that, versus somebody that I look at one video one day and you're saying this, and then the next week you're saying something opposite.
Right.
So, but I don't understand. Like, it's so like confusing to me how this space works, and even the talking points, because I think I wouldn't say I'm a middle ground person, but I can see both sides of a lot of things, mainly because I have a father. My dad has been in my life. My mom is no longer here. My dad is the only living parent I have. And with my dad being in my life, I can see things differently from some women that think one way. And I'm just like, or I don't want to put it out there like just having a dad in your home. I had a good father in my home. And so I don't think, and a lot of times the way I put stuff together is not the same as women who haven't had fathers in their home, or women that didn't have a good father. They didn't see their father go to work and do stuff. Like, my dad is that old school man that can fix everything. Like, he don't need no book. He don't need nothing. He just fixes it. So I don't think a lot like a lot of women, especially the women who've had fathers in their home, but they've adapted this way of thinking. And a lot of times this way of thinking doesn't affect women, especially white women, but it doesn't affect women of other races like it affects the black woman. That rhetoric, he talking about, they'll look at you like, oh my God, I love my job. I want to work.
Yeah, you're right. Are you absolutely right? You're absolutely right about that. No, I agree with that. Yeah, I mean, that
same girl that says she want to work, she ain't this. That's another girl who knows if for whatever reason she feels like she doesn't want to work. She knows how to get the man that's going to make it to where she ain't got to work.
Amen. Appreciate you.
The champ is here! The champ is here!
Shout out to Ted, the 5-1 half of the 5-100 podcast.
Yes, sir.
What up with you?
What's up, Will Clay?
Man, I can't complain, man. Something gonna fall this guy in the head, man. What's up with you?
Man, first of all, Alexis, you was dead on your first point with Piers. I've been watching Piers for a while, and honestly, bro, I do enjoy some of his content. But Alexis hit it on the head. That man, depending on who he talking to or who he talking at, his views change. That's why it's so hard to nail this man down on what he truly believes. Like, Alexis, I just had to give you credit for that. You either really watch him or you watch something and was like, hell no. But I watch Piers, bro. That's why, like I said, I know he got hate for Andrew Tate. He got hate for the whole red pill manosphere space. And that's fine. We all got criticism of it. But for you to sit as a man, for you to sit up here and disagree with what Andrew's saying about a man taking care of his wife is wild. Like, I don't know no man. that wake up in the morning and be like, I want my wife to go to work every day.
So I don't like what. Who are you pandering? Like who? I don't even know who he's pandering to.
Right.
Even working class niggas wish they could keep their wife at home.
Right. Yeah. Bruh, that's what I'm like. That's why it's so frustrating to watch this for me, because I know the debates that I done seen Piers in. Piers will take some of the things that Andrew say, Kevin Samuel say, just parallel things, and use them for his own arguments. It's like, bro, what the fuck? It's wild world, class, bro. I'm glad you chopped this one up, bro.
It bothered me. I knew when it was premiere, I was like, this is gonna be big, and I was listening to this. I'm like, okay, what are you doing? Because this nigga just got out of jail. It's hype. It seems like you're attacking. You proving him right.
Facts.
Are you making him look like he's correct? Like if this is the best they got, and so I don't know, man. I don't really know who in this and that mainstream level or that big level is what, but it's I guess it's theater. I guess it's modern day theater. Go ahead.
But yeah, I just wanted to point out what I thought about real quick when you was like him hating, like how did he present it? World class. What did he say? Yeah. He said something about his income. You don't have any income.
Yeah, it's like he can't respond. He can't say
but no. Why you so sure he ain't got no income?
Neither does Elon Musk. Neither does Elon Musk technically. So, or Warren Buffett or Bill Gates, all the rest of these niggas. They do the same thing all these rich niggas do. Knock it out, bro.
It was super petty.
He got money suits with broke talk.
Nigga living in a castle driving a Bugatti, but he broke. Come on, bro, knock it off.
That's what I'm saying. Living in one of the best mansions. He driving he got all the cars lined up, but he don't got no money. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's stop playing. Like, you just taking shots to to pander to who? Because the feminist thinks that makes sense. The feminists like, yeah, we don't want a yacht and a Bugatti and to not have to work and for this man to be taking responsibilities for us to say he raped us later and get money from it. Yeah, we don't want that. Like, who is he pandering to? He definitely not pandering to the Red Pill. He's not pandering to the feminists because they're not going to agree with him. So I don't even know what the angle is. It's just obvious.
That's all it is, bro.
It's weird.
It is like that's why it's so frustrating because it's like, bro, what angle are you coming at this from? And like you said, who are you trying to get to rally behind you? Because you can't say it's LGBT, they can't stand you. You said the feminists, they can't stand you. The red pill manosphere, now you out with them. Incels the only ones left. Like I don't like where and even. All right, go ahead. You got it.
This is what I'm saying. I'm literally, when I asked that question last few times, I'm like, I really don't know who you pander. But what you come to is what I started with, these jealous males. And that's what incels are. They're acting like, this is why the government is worried about them. They're acting like they're just so upset because the girls don't want us. But you really are angry with the men and the women that don't allow you to participate. And I don't know, fuck escapades. I don't know what the fuck to call it. But I know they're weird as fuck. They irritate the shit out of me.
But I got to push back on that because even a lot of incels rock with Andrew Tate.
That's great.
They should find a way to not beat themselves.
That's why the Matrix, as Tate would call it, hates him so much because them same incels that are angry and all that. When he was doing his thing with his online stuff, his online university and stuff, they were rocking with him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I don't. So to your point about who he's pandering to, I don't know. It just shows how out of touch mainstream media is. They don't even know who they're talking to anymore.
Hey, can I make a real quick point?
Yes, ma'am.
How does anybody know how old Piers Morgan is?
I can Google right now.
I'm pretty sure he's in his 50s, but I'm not 100%
sure. Nah, he got to be older than 50.
Yeah, probably 50s, 60s. I ain't sure.
Yeah, but
he said he gonna Google it.
But
58 years old, March 30th, 1965.
Yeah, he knocking on it. And you know what? That's that age where they start creeping into that. And I'm telling you, I watch a lot of these lighter folk, older lighter folk that's in the mainstream talking or any type of newscast. they start getting into that mode. Like the old heads, like my grandma, she one of those older folks that they just say whatever they want. They don't, and it only makes sense to them. It only makes sense to them. I bet if he was here, he'll break it all down to you, and we'd probably be like, okay. Like, but it only makes sense to them. Them older folks, they get set in their ways. They feel like they can say whatever that they want, do whatever that they want, and it only makes sense to them. And a lot of people let them rock because of that. And he's one of those, I feel like, just lets it. He's one of those that I feel like people let rock. What was the other boy from Fox that they finally let go years ago? What was his name? Bill O'Reilly. Yes. Yeah. He one of those same ones that he old and they just let them talk.
World class.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to a point that Andrew Tate said. I guarantee you, your family is probably formatted the way that I'm talking about. Piers didn't say no. He didn't say, no, my wife do whatever she want to do. That's why it's like, bro, it's so disappointing because like Dub Will said, Dub Will said it best. You would have had a better chance at getting people on your side if you came in there just to have a conversation instead of trying to prove how more intellectually superior you are to Andrew Tate. Now you out here looking stupid, and this video got 10 million people that done seen it now. And it's like, what credibility did you gain from this and from who? It's like the people that world class, you was about to allude to this. Who are the people in mainstream media that can go after somebody like an Andrew Tate? Just parallel things is easy work for everybody that's on this screen right now. But she can make Piers Morgan look stupid.
Absolutely.
That's why, bro, it's just so weird, man. I hate the fact that mainstream media gotta have somebody to make the people that look crazy to them look crazy to everybody else.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what it is.
Absolutely.
World class could never be on CNBC or CNN because no matter how you frame what you say, that boy crazy. Just because you got a different mindset. He mentioned the C19 stuff. I don't know how you feel about code words, so you know I'm gonna be careful. That was it. World class, you said it best. You treated people by telling them, hey, change your diet, eat this.
But I heard it. So I can claim it because I can have somebody come up there and say, yeah, well, he told me to do save my life. Yeah, absolutely. I can say it.
But you can say that. Cool. Andrew said it's like he enemy number one. They did the same thing with Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's like we're in a weird space, man. Mainstream media, and like I said, the reason why it's so disappointing to me is because, like I said, I do like Piers in some of his debates. The problem is when you get somebody in front of him that he does not like, he just starts saying shit. It don't gotta make sense. He just want to prove.
Yeah. So many times, he just. Y'all forcing me to have to go back through. Like it's just so many.
No, I don't. When you talk about young men and you tell them to work out and take care of themselves, I cheer you on, right? I want that. I've got 3 sons. I want them to feel that.
Don't you want them to become very rich and successful and have a woman who relies on them and have a beautiful family?
No, but I don't want a woman who's subservient to them.
Why is
That's dumb. It's like I said in the chat. The women are saying they want that. If you ask unless he's like making millions of dollars or something like that, you ask the average working chick out here, go talk to the chick that worked the register at Target or Kroger. Would she rather keep working 40, 50 hours a week to pay the bills and barely get by, or have a man that gonna make her a kept woman? And guess what one she gonna take? It's not even a conversation.
Facts.
But why does he want that for them? Like, what does he get out of that? Like, what do you get? Like, I'm trying to understand. Maybe I'm tripping. Especially you, our local feminists. Tell me, explain to me what's going on. Like, what are we missing? Why does he? I don't want him to be subservient. Why not? Why do you have a want for that? Maybe one of the boys want a subservient girl. You want him to not want it? What if you have one son that wants that? You're gonna want him to not want it for what? To accomplish what? Who are you trying to? Your mom? Your wife? Your sister? Like, what are you doing? You know she's not the only hooker in the world, right?
Facts.
Other women that want other shit.
Subservience. Why is a
Literally,
woman
the tone of the tweet I read is subservience. You did another tweet this week. Men love by telling you what to do and not allowing you to make stupid decisions. We save you from the female inclination to make stupid choices. If a man isn't giving you instructions, he doesn't love you. If you,
I don't know what the problem with that is.
Big
Because the word stupid is being used. Oh, I don't know.
World class, right?
There's literally nothing to debate there. There's nothing to debate.
World class. I have heard you say this out of your own mouth. The women that you deal with, you instruct them and you teach them. Do
Absolutely.
any of them feel like, oh my God, he's so controlling?
Fuck no, because I say, you want to do it or yes or no? If you say no, I'm done. What the fuck you want me to do?
The number one talking point for the chicks is say that they don't need no man. Say, well, I could be submissive if I had a man I could follow. That's what they say all the time. So if you got a nigga like that that's got a bunch of bread, that's obviously competent, that's disciplined, take care of himself, and is gonna sit you down and make sure your life is 100 times easier, these chicks gonna follow that nigga. What are we talking? And it's been like that since the beginning of time, since Adam and Eve. What are we doing?
Facts.
It irritates me because it's just the opposite. It's like whatever. It's a game. They gotta know what women really want, and they just saying the opposite. Because just like what you was just asking me, right? I'll talk to a woman. She want to lose weight or something. She want to like get information on something. She want to learn. Okay, cool. How we do that? My number one complaint I get is I don't hit them back. They be like, tell me what to do. Like I thought you was good. No, nigga, tell me. Just walk me through everything. I don't know what you want me to do. You need me to do this for you? You need me to do that? I'm like, no.
When was the last time you did a
But so to hear this nigga say, I don't want you to be them. They love it. They love it. A woman that gives a like, let's keep shit. That's not even be funny. A woman that loves you wants to serve you. A woman that loves you wants to make sure you're fed, wants to make sure you're warm when it's cold. Like they love doing that. So I don't know what females he's been around, but the women that I've been around, even when I was a little boy, when you see a woman that loves a man, I don't know what other word to say. They are subservient. That's what they do. They like it.
They melt.
But world class, that's the language thing. Because that's why he said it like that. I don't want them to be subservient. You use certain words to trigger, because whoever he trying to pander to, he know the words to say. I don't want them to be subservient. Why not? Why wouldn't you want this woman to serve your son? In turn, he is serving her because he's going to work. He's making sure the house is, all together, and she had. Why wouldn't you want that? That's the language that they throw out there to have ladies confused. It's all to confuse you, ladies. I'm telling you, that's all it is to confuse you. That's why y'all have to tap in to other voices. If you need to be led, tap into another voice. Listen to your dad. Listen to the men that are in your circle, because a lot of this stuff makes sense to a lot of people because they've heard people talk like this and they know it, but because it doesn't serve them, that's the issue.
Mm-hmm.
I just looked up subservient, and a synonym for subservient is subordinate. That's it.
What's the problem?
And you say, like I just said, the same chicks will say, I'll follow a man if he can lead me. What's the problem?
Facts. Uh-oh.
Can y'all hear me?
What's up, Marcus?
Morgan.
Was good, world class. I had to take some notes.
Orale Vato Loco.
What's up? How's everybody doing?
Good.
Yeah, no, just thank you for having me. Appreciate you, world class. Like I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna coin it. I'm undefeated today, 1-0 on my debate skills. I had to dust off some of the elderly, respect to them, but I had to dust them off that early bird special.
What was you at?
I was on a GP podcast.
Grape Hill?
Oh, yeah, I was over there. Okay. Yeah, but I just wanted to get to your topic. There's nothing wrong, like what world class and the gents were saying. The woman will love being around you, just being around you, conversate with you, actually have genuine time with you because you're that guy.
Right.
Because you're that guy. And you've shown her some stuff that maybe most other guys didn't. You know, most guys, it's rare. Like I see a few of the guys in these spaces that actually know what they're talking about. That's why I like coming to, World Class's channel. I like talking with Doug Will, Tez, Pookie Hybrid, aka CJ, and a plethora of a few other guys that actually walk the walk and not just talk the talk. And so for when I'm hearing these conversations, when I hear guys like Piers Morgan who makes albeit the disingenuous point, and I think he's bought, I think he wants to somehow do the devil's advocate thing.
Yep.
But yeah, he also wants to gaslight and be disingenuous at that moment. So, and then he wants to take some subliminal shots here and there. But yeah, he's been proven to be taken down before, whether it was with people you don't like or agree in the middle on TV or something like that. So I don't agree with everything Andrew Tate says, but I respect the part where, hey guys, get fit, get in the gym, share discipline, have some self-respect, some self-worth, focus and grind. And, don't be afraid of talking to women. Don't be a puss. Go out there. And if you're gonna lose and learn mistakes, don't take it as a loss. Take it as you're learning mistakes and learn from them. A lot of great champions that were athletes, when they said they lost the championship round as opposed to winning, when they did win those rings, they still said, hey, those losses still stuck with us.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Because that's the ones where it said, man, I could have fixed this, I could have fixed that. We'll take it like that when you go outside.
I agree with you. Definitely agree with you.
I'm gonna stop. I don't want to go on a long tangent.
Can I just put it out there as a lady? Look, I'm telling you, if a man want to take care of me, you want me to look good, I got you. I swear, baby, everything. I'm just not perming my hair, but everything. I ain't perming my hair, but I got you, baby. Nails, anything you need, cooking, whatever we need, you got. I got you. I don't know why they trying to make it seem like it's such a big thing to take care of your man, to serve your man. Why wouldn't you want to? Why wouldn't you want to?
Facts.
Why are you throwing whop at him,
Shit.
and you don't want to do nothing for him? That makes no sense at all. Like, what's the point of dating? Well, like, girl, what is you doing?
Bang.
If it's like you don't want to serve your man, then who will you serve?
Great point.
Yeah,
That's a ball right there.
That's definitely a bang.
But I'll leave it at that. Because I'm feeling that tonight.
Alexis, are you in this space
like
or
that.
are you in this area often? Because we need you to come over to the 5100 podcast from time to time. Jeez.
But I'm just in the area of whoever that I like their talking points. I was in another area, and that's how I came across World Class. So I'm just around. Oh, and you got Mac now. Mac as well. I'm just one of those floaters. And look, I like your points. I'm definitely going to subscribe to your channel. Definitely.
Put your channel in the private chat and put it in what's the name? CJ. Tez. I don't know why I said CJ. Yeah, you were on I met Alexis on BMU. I think I seen BMU change his logo. Shout out to BMU.
Yeah.
So yeah, she definitely. This is not brand new. She ain't faking to be up on here. This is how she talk.
All the time. Thank you, World Class.
This is how she been speaking like this for a minute. I've known her for months. Yes, I appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you coming through, giving that perspective because they need this space, and people need to hear women say, like, speak for themselves. That's why I like at the same time we'll say, like, I think women should speak up, but at the same time men have to provide. There's some men that have to provide a platform for women to speak up.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And bring common sense conversation. So I think, like, this is my position with these things like this, right? I think we did the Kevin Samuels explosion. I think we did the Fresh and Fit, the Crew season. We've done the titillating, sensationalized conversations. Now I think it's time to come to what Kevin Samuels was talking about. Come to the table and hash out a deal. Come to some negotiation. Come, a level of understanding. I think that's what I'm more so looking forward to. Yeah. So Alexis, his this is to you. No, this is the 5100 podcast. That's what him and CJ is in the private chat, and it's in the chat, so you can subscribe. I think moving forward, after I finish dragging this individual, actually these group of individuals, they're going to get eviscerated pretty badly. I am going to be putting together panels to have these conversations for men and women to come to an understanding, to specifically understand each other's position. I think we've snapped enough. Obviously, we over here on the male side, we don't see much to the female side, and I think we need to find a way to. And I'm not talking like enemies. I'm just talking, especially from the chat. Like Alexis, I don't think you make content yet. You're from the chat, right? So come up and have these conversations, and we can have people's voices heard. I am putting together an idea of having. I do want to put an all-women panel together. I do want to put an even panel together, and I do want to put a show together for new people to come talk, to give their perspective. So we can get on one page. Why? Because of stupid shit like this. Because of a Piers Morgan giving fake ass information, and I think it's about our time for us to speak up, because when we have these, literally what the word is called, medium or media, meaning somebody between us, something between us, we're not having clear, concise conversations. I don't know what the other side is saying. So I had noticed it. Shout out to podcast. Shout out to Beans. Look at her. That's crazy. I was just thinking about her. When Beans came, I seen what he was doing, and I was like, that started to change my perspective, because I'm like, now we having kind of access to these women and listen to their perspectives, and I'm like, most of them are not bad. They actually are reasonable. We can have some conversations with them. So I think I ran into Sugar Bum. She was an absolute terrorist, but she was cool. So I'm like, even if absolute terrorist, but she's cool as fuck. Like, and then Sherelle was trolling. I didn't give Sherelle a fair shot. Then after a while, I'm like, I love this girl. She's fucking awesome. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say that allowed me to look at having conversations with the other side and seeing what their perspectives really are. Is it as egregious as it seems? At the same time, robbing them, sugar bumming them, talking about banded this, banded that. But at the same time, it's great conversations. And I had dope ass conversations with Sherelle. Even the girl Pink, who's a terrorist as well. When she was up on Sherelle panel the other day, last week, I had her fucked up. Like, I didn't go sit there and hold you. I need to do a reaction video to it. I had her completely fucked up. Like, she so much accountability. It blew my mind. Literally blew my mind how much accountability she took as a woman. Talking about, she specifically was saying that women need to pay attention to what we're doing to these men. I was blown away. So I think we can facilitate conversations. I think, at least as content creators, facilitate conversations that can be meaningful for us to have an understanding. Because, and I'm keeping shit a fact. on this channel, I had somebody on my channel trying to prevent me from doing that. Keep your shit a bean. Has a whole problem with me from doing that. And I've seen it work. I've seen people grow. And I think that's what we're getting to. As we watch Princella be ridiculous and do her little shit, but I think at the same time it's going to balance out to it. Even a lot of our even like Swisher,
that's another terrorist right there.
Yeah, even Swisher, she in the trap. Even though she like kind of new to this space and she more Princella, she's reasonable. She started trolling me. Well, she started trolling Tommy B, and I said something right, and she said something to me. But she's fucking cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I think we can get a situation where we can have conversations and come to an understanding. And I think there's a space for, Tez, for married people to have their perspective, for women trying to get married. Women, I've said this, I think last week, new parents need to be made aware of what it is to be a parent. I think we have opportunity to network and have a conversation. Shout out to Hamp, the conversations he's having. It's so much nuance, but I think people need to be involved in conversations that you're passionate about, right? Get on panels that you're passionate about. Not just hit the link, Mandrell, just because the link is there, and get up on panel and fucking holler and shit, and just to be on panel, but be a part of a conversation that you're passionate about. I think that's something that we can control, and at the same time, informed about, so people can get high quality information and be clear on what men are doing. Because I think men are, let's just say it, young, especially the younger men, are afraid of what these chicks may do. These females, these young chicks are afraid of what these young men may do, and older, and for both sides. And if we can facilitate good conversations, that's what I'm going to be looking for. I think we can. I think that's what I know I'm going to do, and I'm going to ask some of the content creators to be doing it, even though a lot of y'all's already doing it, because you got so many talented content creators. Just like, I don't fucking want to do lives. I was just saying for like a month straight, I don't think I want to do no more lives. But you know what I'm saying? I think we can do it. We can just do this shit different, because we are our own media. We need our own version of a Piers Morgan. We need our own version of a Andrew Tate. You know what I'm saying? To reach people. We need more Alexis from Texas to come up to have conversation. We need more Tez the Five, Mary Man, to have more conversations. I need Swisher Sweet to hit the panel and give her perspective and see if she can have, I don't know, who knows, a conversation. I know Keisha M then hit the panel, and I love talking to her. She a bona fide feminist, and I absolutely positively love talking to her. It's a breath of fresh air.
Oh no, baby, what is you doing?
I know damn well you ain't been watching it this long and ain't hit that like button.
You son of a bitch. Going right for the jugular, aren't you?
And hit the like button before we bite something.
What's going on?
Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Hit that little red button and consider becoming a member.
Why not? Why? Haven't you heard what they say about me? I'm a degenerate fucking animal.
Everything not gonna end up on the channel, man. We're gonna put stuff in the back, for the people that support the channel. I mean, it's okay, Some people want to be freeloaders. I used to did it. Cash App, IG, link, it will be in the description. Also the email, find something you want me to react to, man, hit me up in the email. Now let's get back to the video. Appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? Absolute breath of fresh air. If she has her points, all women, but if you make a point, she will acknowledge it and she will concede. And that shit is just dope talking to her. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when that's the part of whatever's going down in the future, that's the part I'm going to be a part of. Facilitating those conversations and coming to an understanding and helping people develop. And ultimately, those conversations and that take that we have from those conversations translating into results in life. As I have the same focus when it comes to health and everything else, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I know I went on a long ass rant on my content creator monologue shit.
I think part of the problem is, and this goes to what, even though I don't think Courtney articulated herself the best when she was on her last. There is a point to what she's saying, like labeling this stuff the gender war. Like any other war, you're going to have war profiteers who want to see that thing keep going so they can get bread. And we see a lot of that in this space, right? On both sides. But like to your point, a lot of these chicks are cool. Is that I think a lot of times they come on these panels thinking gender war, and they come out, with the knives out because they're thinking, okay, I might get attacked, or I'm going to defend myself. I'm going to defend women. But if you create an environment to okay, no one is attacking anybody. We are really trying to get an understanding from each side and really trying to grow together, even though we still might disagree on some points. If we could just remove that war part from it, because men and women have been disagreeing about stuff for time immemorial, right? But like, if we can just remove that element of it, okay, this is not a war, because that's not a war anybody can win. So if we can just remove that part of it and just get to the point where we are genuinely trying to come from an understanding standpoint, I think you'll see a lot of those conversations get a lot better. Because you notice you can have a raging feminist or a raging red pill guy, but if you put that singular one of them and a chick down, they just had a drink and just had a conversation, it would not be bloods and guts. They just had, even if they just completely disagree on every point, the conversation would be very civil. So I think that's the point we need to get to. Not trying to change nobody's mind.
They're gonna smash.
Well, they probably will in the smash, to be honest with you. But get to a point to where we can just have civil discourse. I think that will go a long way.
Amen.
Yeah, Doug, I agree with you, bro. And world class, like that's something that we didn't talk about on our channel too, bro. It's like
absolutely
we gotta be able to have the women comfortable enough to have the conversation. Like, bro, you done been in these B spaces. I didn't watch them. I ain't going over there. But, bro, as soon as a female hop up, she automatically either uncomfortable or she feel like she got to defend herself. Absolutely. Nobody can come into a conversation with that mindset and properly articulate what they got to say. It's a nigga in this space that every time I see him on a panel, I know I'm going to lose my shit. So I'd rather not even go where he at, because I might be able to win the argument, but because I'm so emotionally well, Clay, don't start that. Why do y'all do, bro? Y'all is dirty, bro. Y'all stay trying to get me caught up in some shit. Anyway,
hey, man.
Okay.
Whatever. Anyway, my point.
Why?
My point is, that's the reason why, bro, because I believe I can't go over there and know that I'm going to have a good conversation, because my mind is already, I got to attack. So I understand why women don't want to come to these spaces. But if we could have more open-minded women, like Alexis, to just come over, we ain't going to agree on everything, but damn, let's at least talk. Let's at least be able to say, look, me and CJ had a whole conversation where we had a podcast talking about how women dress. They made some points to us that two men was like, oh shit, now it makes sense.
Right.
But we wouldn't have been able to have that understanding if we didn't have a conversation with these two ladies. And I believe it is a humongous gap of conversation that need to happen in this space.
It's tremendous.
Yeah.
It's tremendous.
It's like Kayla from the Pleaf. She was like, another thing too is like, if you just listen to what the chicks are saying, they telling you, like, you ain't got to read between the lines. She would say, I'm cool most of the time, but the Thursday show, it was war. So I'm coming in guns blazing. But you see her on different panels, she cool as a cucumber.
Yeah.
So it really is about the environment. Create an environment where they feel safe to come, and don't dog them every time. Even if they say something stupid or something terroristic, just don't dog them, and you'll get a better conversation. You'll get some truth out of them. You might even change their mind. Who knows? Just saying. What do I know, though?
No.
I barely graduated high school, so what I know.
Oh, me too. I had just so bad in the first quarter, I could have failed for the year. I had a sweet talk with my guidance counselor. So thank the Lord for Puerto Rican, because that's the only way it worked. I had fucked up bad.
Shout out to the Jerry girl.
Not the Jerry girl. All right, yeah, we gonna get. Damn, I fucking spelled shit wrong. Oh shit. Okay. All right. That's how I'm getting out. We're gonna get your final thoughts. definitely appreciate y'all coming up. Yeah, y'all made this fun. Appreciate it. Marcus, let me get your final thoughts. We're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna go Marcus, Alexis, Del Will, and my guy Ted 5. If you did. All right, see, this is why we don't let Mexicans up on the bed.
Marcus cooking some birria tacos.
I see. Okay, good.
It's tamale time.
Tamale time. Alexis from Texas. Get your final thoughts, love.
First off, awesome stream. Your points and everything from the beginning, I was tuned in. My final thought would be, we need to have these conversations. And I like what Ted said earlier about making women feel comfortable. And I hope that we can try, but at the same time, you know, and I ain't even gonna lie, I like to troll sometimes, and y'all would hear me the more that I appear with saying this, like, y'all, I mean, yeah, make it comfortable, but at the same time, some of y'all need to grow some thick skin, and maybe if you had a daddy, a good daddy, you maybe could have it, but everybody can't have that, which is to my point that everybody can't be comfortable. And to expect people to be comfortable when having uncomfortable conversations. So everybody is not going to be comfortable, but we need to be adults and we need to be able to speak about things and talk about things that are uncomfortable. and we should be able to talk about this type of stuff without having any issues, without name calling, without degrading the person because they have a different idea than yours. And if we're going to have community, that is important when having community. So that's my final thoughts. Thank you.
Absolutely, positively appreciate you for coming up. You know, get it, bang,
Bang, bang, bang, bang, bang, bang, bang.
Will, unless Marcus is back. I actually agree with this.
No, you can let Mason jump in front of me. To the Piers Morgan point, I think this is just proving more and more that the mainstream media is basically becoming obsolete.
Absolutely.
I think that if you're going to watch the mainstream media, you should watch it to find where the BS is, because whatever they're saying, the truth is probably a complete 180 in the other direction. So just think for yourself, be a critical thinker, as you always talk about, and just find what the BS is. As far as the men and women conversations, I just think, and this might sound simpish, so God forbid, being heterosexual makes you a simp now. We work better together. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, I don't know about y'all niggas, but I don't want to go to a party where there's a whole bunch of niggas. So being in a world where it's just a bunch of niggas, I'm probably going to take my 45 and, do the Lord's work. But
shit.
So we have this gender war stuff, or even in the manosphere space. And I think the manosphere is a good thing. It can be a good thing, because I think black men do need a space where they can express their thoughts without having to worry about being filtered. But at the same time, you cannot come at it from the angle of trying to beat women into submission, because that's just never going to work.
Amen. I'm with that. Appreciate you, Del Will. Marcus, are you there? You know what is crazy? They say you can depend on Mexicans, but I'm not saying it. 10 to 5.
Man. So as far as my final thoughts on Andrew Tate and Piers Morgan, disappointing. But I kind of expected it from Piers, man. Like I said, it's just something he got against guys like Andrew Tate and his brother. But ultimately, I think what men have to do, and I'm speaking to, because them two men speaking up there, you gotta learn how to decipher BS and real talk. And look, man, we all ain't got the same ideals on how a family's supposed to look and all that type of stuff. But it be man enough to make your own mindset. I don't think what Andrew Tate said was wrong. I said, bro, his criminal case, look, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm going based off this conversation between him and Piers. I don't know no man in my life that wants his woman to work if she doesn't have to. And the fact that Piers wanted to say that was misogynistic, it's just wild. I hope they can have, I hope part 2 be better. I doubt it. As far as the men and women conversation, just like I said, bro, I'm hoping that we can create a space on multiple platforms, not just yours, not just ours, but on multiple where women feel comfortable to speak. But just like Alexis said, all of us got to have tough skin, because once we really have these deep conversations, these hard-hitting conversations, it's going to be some shit that's going to make me uncomfortable.
Right.
But you don't grow without pain. Where Claire, that came from you one time. But anyway, the point is, bro, we got to go through the tribulation to get stronger. And just like Will said, we are better together. And unless we get it together, you're going to see how it look when we separate.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit. Oh, man, you better get that. Hold up. Rosie gonna come on live. We just got
Bang, 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 bang.
My God, CJ. We're gonna skip Marcus. Everything you said was fire, bro. I appreciate you for coming through. You know, you and CJ, man. It's always a pleasure having the young brothers in. It's y'all definitely 2 of a kind. Y'all rare in the space. I appreciate y'all presence in the space, man. I make it authentic. And to the actual topic, again, I even rewatching it, I have the same take. I think the jealousy in males has gone unnoticed. I think it's important to call it out. It is the epitome of disingenuousness. It distracts, like a Tommy Sotomayor, it distracts from the topic and what's important and the things that's true. It takes away from the validity of every argument, them taking cheap shots as we watched in the video. So, like I said, links in the description to watch it. Please leave your comments, what you thought on the replay. Shout out to Team Replay. And again, to the conversations, what Logic call them, dick and pussy conversations. To the conversations about, us having these men and women relationship conversations, we can come to the same understanding. I think it's important for content creators to pick, hand select people that genuinely want to have a conversation. That's why I mentioned Keisha M, because I noticed that she genuinely want to have these conversations. She really be wanting to learn. That's why she only goes on certain places, go certain spaces at certain times. So, also Just Jay, I don't, but Keisha M has been coming up a little bit more, but Just Jay been in the space for a minute, and I mean, it's not just them two. I think even Sherelle, she comes up, Brittany B comes up, have these conversations. Lucky comes up, have these conversations. Contrary to people's belief, Courtney Michelle comes up and has these conversations. Alexis from Texas came up today. Red Lipstick Vibes very rarely come up, but when she did, she has these conversations. Dallas D, definitely it's one of her channels that is definitely a home for her. Haven't seen her in a minute, but we definitely gonna have her back on the channel. She's been taking a break, but definitely miss her because she's one of the smartest ladies in the space, and gives a lot of value in a really, really short period of time. Brownie Ellie, these conversations that I think we need, and then not only in our own personal lives, but I just think as a group, I think we can have it and make progress, bring some perspectives that we didn't know exist, and put on a great show at the same time. I be having fun. You see me on other panels, I be tripping. We can have fun. We can have those even maybe raunchy conversations. You know what I'm saying? But it's needed. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these things She said, I'm the hyena queen. Get out of here. You be talking about. I think people underestimate that a lot of your peers have very limited living experience. People just be popping shit, be talking so much shit, but don't be having the living experience. They used to talking shit like another person that got the living experience, and it's easy for y'all to be confused. 21, 22-year-old, 20-year-old just running off at the mouth, but don't really know much. I was the opposite. I mean, I stopped talking. First 20 years of my life, I wasn't even talking. I talked as less as possible, but I watched and I learned, and I refused to fall into the traps I watch everybody else. He said, yeah, we true. That's a fact. Like I be playing on other panels. We can have on Just J panel. Matter of fact, I be having a ball. So I'm definitely one of those ones that can have fun, joke, play, make the panel entertaining. It definitely depends on. I think we don't appreciate that because it's so random and it may be so many different clicks. But there's a level of chemistry that comes with some of these panels. I'm on with podcasts and Brittany B and Tommy B and Freezy. We've been on. I think just the people we name, maybe not each and every one of us, as a group, but I've been on about 20 panels with Brittany. I've been on about 30 panels with podcasts. I've been on about 30 panels with Tommy B. You know what I'm saying? I've been on about 10, 15 panels with Freezy. You know what I'm saying? So it's a chemistry that comes with it. Everybody really can't be together on these panels. You know what I'm saying? And I think once we're deliberately putting together panels to have important conversations, important topics that the people that we're bringing on the panel have experienced in and are passionate about, I think that should be part of the criteria. But there's a level of chemistry that works, and I know that's going to be a trial error because we watched that with Lapeef. We watch how it works with Hams right now. We watch it with Crew Season. We watched it with Daily Wrap-Up Crew. There's a chemistry that comes with it that adds to the show. And I think we've seen it enough. I think y'all had it over there in Fight Club. It had to be some chemistry with respects to who was up there on the panel. And I think we like watching it. I think in addition to those panels, you bring certain audiences, but people be coming to these channels with lives, have 100 people, 50 people, 200 people because they like the other people in the chat. Again, another thing and another heads up to the chemistry thing. That's a part that we got to look at. Make sure the right people are with each other. People that fuck with each other. Like I could be on a panel with Lucky or Courtney any day of the week. Just Jay any day of the week. You know what I'm saying? Without fail and have a ball. Hank any day of the week. You know what I'm saying? Terrell, I could be on panel with them at any time. So I think we can put together shows like that and really put together a show, you know what I'm saying, and do shit at a high level. I think the dopest shit about Kevin Samuels was the high quality production he put, and I think we can do that, not just with graphics, but just thinking about what we want to put on our live streams, what do we need to put on our live streams and innovate some of these topics and how we do it. I think we've been innovating podcasts. I think led the game with a lot of the clips and shit and how we did shit. And we've just been contributing since then. We've seen a lot of YouTube these last 2.5 years, and I think we got an opportunity to do something special. But yeah, at the same time, it's gonna be a lot of it's gonna be vicious around here. Somebody, people gonna get their ass handed to them. Things keep playing games with me like I'm not to play with, which is cool. You're gonna get cooked, but I am looking forward to it. I think we have there's a lot of new people, and I've been speaking about that for a while now. I think like a month that these lives that we do may not be a lot of people while you're live, but you'll see thousands and hundreds of views after that, and people are coming in new, even if it's maybe the 4th or 5th time they came to your channel. I think we got to be mindful about who's watching our channel and what we're putting on the channel and what we're saying. Can't be saying crazy shit and then whining because people are responding to what you say that's crazy. And pretending they're doing something to you when you said it or you provided that information. All of y'all better get out of the habit of accusing people of things when you don't have evidence. That's why everything I've said about everything from Fatty to Raw B to Daryl Long when I said it, Nathan Daly, anything that I said, I can back it up because I take it to what you said and what you provided. I don't need to go to nobody's personal information. I don't need to talk about nobody's child. I will dog walk the fuck out of you with what you presented online. I don't need anything else. Y'all be playing with fire.
Don't forget etymology.
I don't even need that. All I know how to do is active listening, inductive and deductive reasoning. That's all I need. It's that easy. So it's gonna be fun, man. But I think that's just the little nuance, and that's the housekeeping kind of part of it. But I think it's really time to get into the talents that we have. That's why I love Courtney. There's no mystery. She got a blue check on IG. She at 29,000 subscribers because I watched her really start using her talent. Some of the acting she was doing. Even Shoo, shout out to Shoo channel blew up with her shorts and the acting she was doing. I think people need to step into their craft, some of the showmanship that they have, and I'm doing the same. You know what I mean? Really showing what they can do. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. This channel will have a lot of different stuff on it, but I definitely want to put high quality shit at a world class level. You know what I'm saying? So Marcus, you back? Your final thoughts when we get up out of here.
First call. I'm a light-skinned victim and survivor of some of these dusty people, but I will take note of what world class said. We are very few.
I don't know what that means, and I don't want you to keep going.
Fair enough. You played it well, sir. But no, like on a serious note, just y'all are just like dust in the wind. The ones that y'all know who you are. If you really want to smoke on an actual conversation and intellectual minds, because world class probably talked about it before, but I see a lot of these wannabe pseudo intellectual people. You just straight cap, straight full of it.
Absolutely.
And when you start getting into the actual root of having a conversation and debate and IQ, at some moment the other side definitely loses it and goes down IQ points. Other than that, stay undefeated, stay noble, stay classy. Appreciate you, world class. Anybody out there, everybody in the chat too, make sure you hit the notification bell, turn it on, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, Cash App, Super Chat, donate, support the brother. And happy holidays.
Appreciate you. You said everything. I ain't got nothing else to say. I know what I say, man. It ain't but two classes on this planet.
I told y'all. This. Hey. No. This is why you gotta have light-skinned friends.
Wow.
I'm gonna like that.
Okay. We're gonna have to get Marcus out of here. He don't want to follow directions correctly. Okay, I know what I say when it ain't but two classes on this planet. Never been through. You have a world class, you outclass. And the question is not which class you want to live in. The question is which class are the ones coming behind you deserve for you to die in. On your feet, on your knees, respect the craft. Noble.
All right. I'm sorry, I got lost in a train of thought of just all that goodness I just heard.
Washed. Like we weren't supposed to come up with something this clean. Like something happened.
We didn't do this because we like you. We did this because we are you.
Boom, the world class.